For tonight's sixth race, OSS Gold Division. And they're off and trotting, and a nice beginning except for the two. Cupid Hall jumps it off early and out of contention. From the outside, Timeless getting away very sharply. Cher Hill and a splash of green also on a run. HP Sophia jumps it off. There's Low and Behold, followed by Figuratively. As they move into the turn, it's a Timeless in front for Todd Ratchford. They've got a couple length cushion over Cher Hill and a splash of green trotting in third. By the opening quarter-mile mark, they go in 28 and 1. Low and Behold, followed by Figuratively, and the final two, your misbehaviors of HP Sophia and Cupid Hall a long way back. As they move down the backside, trouble there for a splash of green is tipped way out there, but now has got it in gear, and Cher Hill will take on the front runner Timeless. Cher Hill, a splash of green getting the park job, is out there and trying to push on to clear. Cher Hill at 9 to 1. A splash of green applying the pressure as they move by the halfway point in 59 seconds. Timeless now sitting in third. Low and Behold trots along in fourth, and Figuratively races in fifth. HP Sophia and Cupid Hall. It's a splash of green at 4 to 5, and James McDonald, they lead the way through that turn. There's Cher Hill making another run at the front. Cher Hill taking on a splash of green through that far turn as they wheel towards the three quarters. Timeless is right there as well. Low and Behold trotting in fourth, and Figuratively is a fifth. 127 and 4 to the three quarters, and on the outside, Cher Hill has now taken advantage, and right on by a splash of greens, seems to be faltering and losing ground. There's Timeless now next for pressure, and Low and Behold also wants to play. It's Cher Hill and Dougie McNair. Low and Behold is next best, and Timeless third. Figuratively followed by a splash of green, but Cher Hill providing the upset at 9 to 1, 155 and 4. Second was Low and Behold. Timeless the show spot. On by a splash of greens, seems to be faltering and losing ground. There's Timeless now next for pressure, and Low and Behold also wants to play. It's Cher Hill and Dougie McNair. Low and Behold is next best, and Timeless third. Figuratively followed by a splash of green, but Cher Hill providing the upset at 9 to 1, 155 and 4. Second was Low and Behold. Timeless the show spot. Sbred. Cher Hill, Craig McNair trains. Doug McNair, he captains the win. Cher Hill, impressive, 155 and 4. A maiden breaking performance, first win in 4 lifetime starts for Cher Hill, takes OSS Gold tonight.
Cher Hill plays the role of upsetter here in this OSS Gold for trainer Greg McNair. I'm here with winning driver Doug McNair. Doug, you were able to work out a pretty good trip, but looked a little bit dicey with the race favorite making a miscue. Were you content just to follow her despite that?
Yeah, I wanted to leave out of there, take a look at things and probably follow one or two of them if I could. But I was just happy she drew away from a couple of the other Bearcats. You know, Jonesy's got a good one, and Paul Reed. So I really love both these fillies training, qualifying and training down. So it's just funny how you got a couple nice fillies that Dad trains there, and then this is a year there's a couple real special ones, I think, you know, in the other division. So that was the main part, just staying away from them.
And just speaking of which, obviously those other two fillies in the other division, they've shown some good things early on. And do you think a win like this though is going to bode well for the filly you're sitting behind in terms of the next time maybe they meet up?
Yeah, who knows? You know, I like the filly. Her attitude's her best attribute, I guess. She relaxes in the barn, and she's easy to drive, and she usually trots perfect. I mean, last week she really surprised me on the gate. I think I had the middle of the gate. I was leaving a little bit with her, and she made a miscue on me. So that's a 2-year-old trotting filly for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you feel a little bit more comfortable with her leaving tonight? I know, like you said, making a break in her most recent try. Did you feel a little bit more confident that she'd be able to behave herself tonight?
Well, not really. You know, like they can do it at any time. But like she surprised me last week. She's been pretty flawless for the last few months, and obviously I took my time a little bit more leaving the gate tonight. We weren't nearly going the speed we were last week, so set up nice for her.
Lastly, obviously, she cleared away and drew away from the field. Though, how did she feel? Did she feel a little bit? Did she feel comfortable out there in the mature?
Yeah, she's nice. I think she'll get better. You know, she's bred good. You know, Tom Hill, he always does a good job breeding his fillies and colts. So just like say hello to him back home in England. So it's good to get a win for him.
Nice job, Doug.
Thanks, Johnny.
All right, there's Cher Hill, Doug McNair, Greg McNair getting it done in this division of the OSS Gold.